Okay, so this story is a true story. And again, I was talking to one of my participants in anger management down in DeKalb County, and me and the guy were just talking. We're just talking, and we're we're talking about certain things. And so I found that empathy is one of those things that it pushes a conversation on. If this kid understands that I've gone through some of the same things that he's gone through, then it opens the playing field. So he was just telling me that one day, man, like he was so poor, like he had to wear football cleats to school. I was like, man, football cleats. I was like, well, I got one up on you. So back in the day, I used to have a pair of white Reebok Classics. If you old and you my age, you got some of these gray hairs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So a pair of white Reebok Classics. And at that time in Atlanta, if you had some white Reebok Classics, maybe some polo shorts and a white t-shirt, you was clean. So I had these white Reebok Classics, and they just it wasn't classic anymore. Like they was dirty. They was old, and I didn't have no money to pay for no new shoes. But at that particular time, uh we were real big on shoe polish. The white shoe polish that you see in the store. So now I got a bunch of tennis shoes, and my daughters, they got a bunch of tennis shoes, but then I had one pair of shoes. So but I can go get that white shoe polish was about maybe $2 or $3. I go get the shoe polish. I put the shoestrings and some bleach, clean them up real good, scrub the shoes down. Then I used to put tape on them so I can put the white polish on and it wouldn't submerge, and it would be in it just looked more effective, like more newer. So then I would take the newspaper. I would put the newspaper inside the Reebok Classic so it would still have body to it. So you put that shoe polish on there, and then you put the newspaper in there, man. And for about a couple of days, it looked like you was on top of it, especially if the sun just shines and you squint your eyes. They almost look fairly new. So I messed around and I was on the bus. Mind you, I used to ride M to M. M to M is where you come from the black side of town and they shipped you to a white side of town. So Reebok Classics, I'm cool, sitting on the bus. Start raining outside. Yeah, cool. Get off the bus, go into the school, but from the school bus into the front door of the school, I got a little wet. So when I got a little wet, the shoes got a little wet. And if you know anything about shoe polish, once it get wet, it's altered. So by the time I get inside the school, my shoes is losing its BBL. It's losing all the life I gave it. Them shoes. In fact, when I am walking down the hallway, you can see white footprint. You can see white footprints going down the hallway. It was embarrassing. I learned a lot from that situation, but that's the story I shared with him. And then I just started thinking about how do some of those things affect me today, because now it's just like, if I wiped my shoes off, I probably could save a whole lot more money, but just taking care of the shoes that I have. And now I put them in a box and I'll put this stuff. Some of the shoes I wear, man, I start working in them before they really get dirty. But I think that my inability to make purchases then increases my ability to make unnecessary purchases now. So that's the funny story. It's funny to some people, but at the time it was kind of sad and it led to other things. So I'll see you guys later.